Good evening, everybody. Hi, everybody that's subscribed to my channel, or anybody that's visiting my channel. My name is Orlando, and I'm deciding to do some reviews and some more videos for my channel. So if you're not following me or subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And anybody that's joining me, welcome. So what we're going to be going in and discussing is reviewing the WWE Backlash Premium Live event. So I have to say that this was an amazing event. Puerto Rico came and they were loud. It was amazing just to see my Latino people, representing and such, and it's just an amazing thing just to see like the crowd roar for every match that was happening for them. They didn't have a pay-per-view since, what was it, 2005? That was a while. So it was great that the Puerto Rican people showed up, mi gente, mi gente Latino. So we kicked off the show with, of course, Bianca Belair versus Io Sky for the Raw Women's Championship. I have to say, my Puerto Rican people, mi Latinos, I'm a little ashamed that you were booing my girl Bianca. I mean, I was not expecting you guys to be booing her. It's just like I get it. Like, there's been reports saying and people saying on Twitter that they don't like her title reign, which is understandable, So hopefully, um, with the news and reports saying that they may rename the title, maybe she'll have a new, fresh little start. So, but I have to just say this was an amazing match to kick off the show. It was just amazing just to see like what Io Sky can do and the fans can see, and the fans were really behind her, which was just amazing and incredible to see. So hopefully Io Sky does have, another opportunity. I wouldn't mind her if she becomes the new women's Money in the Bank winner at the Money in the Bank Premium Live event that's coming up soon. So we shall see in regards to that. But I have to say that they had great chemistry, Bianca and Io. The move set was amazing, and I was wondering if they were going to actually put the title on Io, but I think they just wanted to have Bianca have the longest title reign in WWE history. So that's probably what's going to happen here. So, I mean, it was a great match. Of course, Bailey and Dakota came out to, spoil the fun. So that's unfortunate. So, but Io looked great. Bianca had a great match. So I can't wait just to see what Bianca could do. Next. I mean, now that she's on SmackDown, she has a couple of new competitors. So we shall see what happens there. hmm Next up, the next match that we have was Seth Rollins versus Omos. Now, everybody was like, why is this match happening? What was the purpose of it? I mean, nobody understood why this match happened, but it happened. So, but I have to say that this is one of Omos's greatest match that he's ever had. Amazing chemistry that he had with Seth Rollins, which, oh, come on. Seth Rollins is the GOAT. Seth Rollins is up there with the greats, so, and with the new World Heavyweight Championship coming up soon with this tournament for Night of Champions, I wouldn't mind if Seth Rollins becomes the first ever World Heavyweight Champion, so, I mean, that would be an amazing feat for him, so, but the match, was very much paced, to make sure that they show the strengths of Omos, and he got really some good reactions from the crowd and such. Seth Rollins really working as the great babyface that he is. And of course, they had to do two stomps. Omos kicked out of those. And so Seth had to really pull out something, and then he decided to do a major stomp off the top rope. And I was like, I got a little concerned there. So I was like, holy crap. So yeah. So I have to say, kudos to these two men. I mean, especially Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins will be a Hall of Famer. He's the GOAT. He's amazing. Just what an amazing guy. hmm Next match is the triple threat match for the U.S. title. Austin Theory versus Bronson Reed versus Bobby Lashley. It was a very good U.S. title match. All three men really worked well. I do like that, Bobby was struggling to, do some power moves on Bronson because, of course, he was a thick guy. So it's just crazy just to see, like, Bobby still doing this after so many years. He's been in the game for what, 20 years? And he still looks good. So he must be in the fountain youth or something. I don't know. But yeah. But yeah, so it was just amazing just to see like all the move set that happened in that match. Austin Theory really worked well right here. And of course, Bobby Lashley did a spear on Bronson Reed, and then Austin Theory picked up the win, picked up the scraps. So we shall see what happens between them two now that they're both on SmackDown and Bronson Reed is on Raw. Hopefully, Bronson Reed could pick up some new wins with some new foes over on Raw. So we'll see what happens there. And, Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory will probably still be feuding for the U.S. title. We shall see. Or they'll probably move on. There's going to be some new people that they'll have chances to face. So we shall see. Next matchup, this was the match that got me very emotional, which was Zelina Vega versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Rhea looked amazing. Zelina Vega, so beautiful with her cape of a Puerto Rican flag, her Puerto Rican colors in her gear. She was very emotional. Her family was there. It was just like such a beautiful moment. I just love the fact that they brought up a chancla during the match. My Latino people, if you know what a chancla means, please tell it to your, non-Latino family members, because when your mother takes out la chancla, that means business. So yeah, but I mean, everybody knew that Selena was not going to win, so it was just a hometown type of like hero kind of worship. Great reaction from the crowd. Of course, Rhea picked up the win. I love the ending where the crowd stood up for her and gave her flowers, which was amazing. Hopefully, Zelina will probably become a champion in the near future. Maybe it would be her versus Bianca if they wanted to. You never know. So it would be an amazing type of matchup if they decide to do that. So we shall see. All right. Next match, of course, it's one of the double main events, which I feel like this should have ended the show. I don't know why they put it third to last, but you know, it it is what it is. So which was Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest. I have to say that this was an amazing street fight. Bad Bunny is just an amazing talent to have. What WWE just did, and also he did so much um, training. He was near the Performance Center. He was training when he was going to debut for his first match at WrestleMania in Tampa. So he put in the time, he put in the effort. So you could still see that he still loves this. And so it's amazing that this guy was a fan and he was coming in, and that's why he took the dedication. And this match was really good. It was a little scrappy. It was supposed to be because it was kind of like a blood feud. So Damian Priest looked like $1 million here. I mean, if they wanted Seth Rollins to have an opponent for the World Heavyweight Championship, if he becomes the winner, it could be Damian Priest. I wouldn't mind it if maybe they decide to give it to Damian Priest. That would be a smart move right there. But both men looked amazing. Love the cameos. We have, of course, Finn and Dom trying to help out Damien. And then, of course, Rey Mysterio came out. And then, lo and behold, the return of Carlito. What? I haven't seen Carlito since that Rumble in 2021, but he looks in phenomenal shape. WWE tried to sign him if he wanted to, or if he wants to come back. I mean, it's his choice, but we'll see. But of course, then Saudio Vega, another Puerto Rican legend, they returned to WWE, and the crowd erupted. And then the LWO, Latino World Order. I have to get one of those shirts. I mean, if any of you get a shirt, let me know if you like it. Hopefully they make it in different, colors, like flags of like the different, Latino countries, or like a Latino one, like Colombia, for Colombians. They do have a Colombian superstar in NXT, but more a little Americanized, but But anyways, and of course, Bad Bunny picked up the win with, of course, with the Canadian Destroyer. Amazing match. I mean, and how like all the talent was celebrating after he won. It should have ended the show. Like I think this was they dropped the ball here, WWE, of not making this the actual main event, the last match of the show. But you know, I mean I get it because like we'll get into the next match once it's coming up. But yeah. So okay, next up is the six-man tag match. Of course, the Bloodline versus Sammy, KO, and Riddle. This was a nice little match. It was more on the story base of it because towards the end of the match, you could see a little tension between Jey Uso and Solo. They seem like they're not communicating well, which, of course, sometimes, when you know that you don't really trust something because something is fishy going around, which something is happening in the family. I think Roman is planning something, and we'll probably find out once he returns to Friday Night SmackDown. So let's stay tuned and see what happens. But I just like the fact that they're still continuing on with this, you know, with the storyline for the bloodline. Maybe they're gonna take it into the different direction. Maybe they'll have like, Solo take out his brothers. I mean, he doesn't want to, but he has to for the family, for Roman as like, but but everybody hit their spots. Everybody had like their little like, turns and stuff, a lot of super kicks, amazing super kicks, I have to say. That double super kick that they did to Sami Zayn when he flew from the top rope, that was crazy. I was like, what? It was just amazing. Um, and of course, Riddle got the pin, you know, because Solo, tagged in, and then he did the Samoan spike, so we'll see how this tension works when it comes to the family. So hopefully that they do something interesting. Now with the whole World Heavyweight Championship tournament, they know that their SmackDown representatives are going to be going there, so maybe they'll have Solo or maybe Jey Uso. You never know. Maybe Rowan will give his blessings to Jey Uso to win the World Heavyweight Championship, and maybe that will cause a problem with maybe his brother Jimmy. So instead of him having problems with Solo, so we'll see how this goes. I mean, there's some possibilities there. So we'll see what happens. And of course, the main event, which I don't think it should have, but it is the main event, which is Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Um, I have to say, I was surprised that Cody was bringing the fight to Brock. But then, of course, Brock doing his suplexes and stuff, so it's not surprising there. So Um, a weird little spot for him to get busted open from the turnbuckle. But it's interesting, I don't like he was bleeding a lot. I think maybe they wanted a little bit of blood, but not that much. But we never know. But of course, um, Brock kicked out of course, two, count them two, crossroads. So and of course, Brock hit an F5 on Cody, but Cody kicked out, which that was impressive. And of course, Brock was putting in his submission. And of course, Cody did a roll up pin on him while in the submission, which that's interesting to see, you know. So now Cody is still be able to continue his story. Everybody's saying that he still needed this. He needed this win over Brock because if he does not get this win from Brock, then of course the story is over in a way. So I'm anxious just to see what they'll do when it comes to the story of Cody Rhodes, just to see. I mean, is he going to continue on feuding with Brock? I mean, where else can they feud? The next Premier Live event is going to be Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, so I don't think they're going to have a marquee match because it's Night of Champions, so it's more like with titles. But they have done, a marquee match in Night of Champions before, so you never know. I mean, they could do Cody versus Brock too, but I don't know if maybe they want to continue on with the feud, but we'll see. I mean, Cody's still eyeing Roman Reigns, and get that WWE championship, because of course that's his story that he wants to finish, avenge his father's, loss, so we'll see where they go, like, so, but I have to say that this premium light event for Puerto Rico, because they were in Puerto Rico for 2 nights. They were in, I was there for Friday Night SmackDown, and they were here for Backlash, which I have to say the Puerto Rican crowd was loud. They were amazing. I love the drone shots. The drone shots that they were doing throughout the premium live event was really good, especially Bad Buddy's entrance. Now that's a nice little shot. I think they're trying some new things, when it comes to like, making, camera work and stuff, which hopefully that will help for future, premium live events and maybe for Raw and SmackDown, you never know. I mean, I think they did do like a Shinsuke Nakamura's entrance where it was like an 8K. They haven't done the 8K in a while since, the pandemic era, like the Thunderdome era. So maybe they're gonna bring that back. I mean, those shots were really amazing, so I wouldn't mind those. But all in all, I would give this premium live event an 8 out of 10. So it's just an amazing show. Just I think they'll probably want to go back to Puerto Rico because of how the crowd was. I mean, I wouldn't mind them going back to Puerto Rico because it was the amazing an event, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, but let me know what you guys think. What grades do you give it? What match did you like? Did you have any matches that you had some issues with, But let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because, I may be adding more content to my channel. So please go ahead and join my YouTube channel. Thank you everybody for watching my videos, and give a like and give a comment. And until next time, have a nice night, guys.